Hello everyone, how are you doing today? I hope you are having a fantastic day. Today I'm going to discuss a topic that I have studied in logic as a philosophy student at New Orleans University, and I had this idea of explaining this topic in logic, so I wanted to explain it in a video right here, right now. So this video might not be very helpful for people who are not interested in logic or are not studying logic. So this video is for a specific audience, people who are interested in logic or people who are studying logic. So basically, what am I talking about today? Today I'm talking about something called the implication rule. So let's go ahead and I will explain it on the screen of my laptop so we can see it together. What are we talking about today? So basically, as you can see the screen in front of you, the implication rule is saying that if you have P implies Q, just one second, I will do it like that. If you have B implies Q, this is equivalent to not B or Q. So what does this mean? This means that this statement right here, if P then Q, is equivalent to not B or Q. What does equivalent mean? Equivalent means that if you have one of these two statements, B implies Q or not B or Q, you can substitute one with the other. So if you have the right part of this statement, you can substitute it with the other, and if you have this one, you can substitute it with the other. So they are equivalent logically. So that means it basically is that if in any and every statement you have either one of those two statements, you can substitute the other statement with it and you will still have the same meaning of statements. So this is what it means logically. So the question that I'm answering today is why this is the case, how this is the case. How is B implies Q is equivalent to not B or Q? Because they seem so far apart, they seem different in so many ways. And actually the inspiration for this video was a video on implication rule on YouTube. I don't remember the channel name, but in the video the professor or the teacher in the video was talking about this equivalence, and he said that he never met anybody who could explain this equivalence to him in a reasonable manner. He couldn't explain it himself, and he couldn't find someone who could explain it throughout his career. So basically you can prove it using truth tables, and it's a very trivial proof. But what I'm trying to explain in this video is an intuitive understanding. Like, you have an understanding of why these two statements are equivalent to each other. So let's begin our explanation. So basically, B implies Q is a statement that we are going to mean that whenever you have B, you have Q. Whenever you have B, you must have Q. It's a necessity. So whenever you have B, you must have Q could mean, we can rephrase it in a different way by saying that you either don't have B at all, or you have B and what is the end? And Q. So this statement should be equivalent to this statement. Why? Because whenever you have B, whenever you have B you must have Q, means that you either don't have B at all, or you have B, and also have Q. So we have established that this statement is equivalent to this statement. So, and we can, using the rules of logic, we can distribute this part which is not B to this part which is B and Q in parentheses. So we can rewrite it as not B and Q, or not B, sorry, not B or Q and not B or Q. Sorry, not B or P and not B or Q. And because not B or B is basically it's redundant, because when you have B or not B, you either have B as true or not B as true. In both cases, this is a redundant part of the statement. It is a tautology. We call it a tautology in logic. It's basically always true, and because there is an and between these two statements, then this part have no truth value effect on the whole of this statement. So let's look. This part right here has no effect on the truth value of the whole statement. So because the truth value of this is always true. So basically we can eliminate this and we will have the same truth value of the whole statement. The whole statement will preserve the truth value of it, and so we end up with this, which is this right here, which is the implication rule. So what I basically am trying to do is to give you an intuitive understanding of this equivalence between the two statements, which I hope I did in this video. And I believe that intuitive understanding of logical rules is very important and very helpful when you are studying logic. So basically, when you face a rule in logic that, for example, this rule, and you don't only have to memorize it. In my opinion, you don't just have to memorize it. You have to also have intuitive understanding of why it works, why it is the case that this equivalency works. So I think this attitude toward studying logic, which is to have an intuitive understanding of every logical rules you face, is I found it very helpful in my studies, and I think it will be really helpful for you too. So that's it for this video. I hope you have enjoyed it and you gained value from it, and see you in the next videos. Bye.